College Success Arizona presents Student Stories. The feature of the following story and interview is Jesus Rios.
I was born in Mazatlan, Sinaloa, Mexico, and I was raised primarily here in the United States, right here in Phoenix, Arizona. But I was also raised a couple years in Mexico, so I have, I guess, both nationalities very embedded in me.
And how old are you currently?
I am 22.
And where did you graduate high school?
I graduated from Hayden Community High School.
So you're born in Mexico and you start grade school in Phoenix, is that correct?
Uh-huh, that's correct.
And what years did you go back to Mexico?
I was in Mexico from 3rd grade all the way to 6th grade, and then I came back to the United States and then went back for junior year of high school. And senior year, I came back to the U.S. to finish high school and continue into college.
And what are you doing now so far as your college career goes?
So far, I'm going to be a 5th year. So I have 1 more year left to graduate. I'm going to be a business communication major.
And where are you attending school?
Arizona State University.
And your bachelor's degree will be in what?
Business communication.
And what do you hope to do as a career?
As a career, I plan on, I want to work for a manufacturing company that has a great impact of like Hispanic people in it, kind of like a supervisor or HR if that's possible, because I really like to interact with the Spanish language. So if anything that has to do with you have to create something, because I really don't like to spend a lot of time in office space. So like a manufacturing company will give me like a lot of options to go outside and actually learn about the products that are being made and all that stuff, while still interacting with people that are in the Spanish, like fluent in the Spanish language.
And what is motivating this career choice?
Just probably where I come from, how I grew up and everything. I really love my culture and everything, so I feel very comfortable in it. I don't say I wouldn't try any other cultures or anything like that. I wouldn't expand from where I'm comfortable from, but I feel like in order to start my career, I feel like this is where I need to start.
And you have an interesting story, because I've done a few of these interviews now, and most of the time it's, born and raised to a certain age in Mexico, and you come to the U.S., you remain in the U.S., you were born there, came here, went back, and then came here again, came back here. So you've had and you were old enough to understand the difference between the two places. So you've had a more unique experience than some other people in your situation. Would you like to possibly work in Mexico or have part of your work be in Mexico?
Yeah, that's actually that's another career choice I was actually looking into, because from where I'm from Mazatlan, the tourism is pretty big down there. Like everything has to do with tourism and the hotels and all that stuff is really big. So, and then since there's a lot of people that come from different countries that speak English and stuff, and since I already have the culture from the American culture, I think it'll be like a very easy transition for me to go over there and work in an environment like that, and then just to share everything that I've learned from this culture and also apply it over there. And I think it would actually be like a really great like future career path.
And transitioning from high school to college, and you've been in college for a while now, talk about that experience. How has it helped you grow, possibly?
It has helped me a lot, because honestly, when I graduated high school, I didn't know what was going on. Like I went into college pretty naive, and I don't want to say I blame that for me staying another extra year in college, but it did contribute a big part of it, because I was pretty naive. I didn't know anything about general classes or anything like that. I didn't know you have to just choose a career path and then go from there to choose the classes you needed to take. I thought it was just like high school. Like you go to the advisor, they give you the classes that you need to take, and that was it. I didn't know that over here in college that you have to actually choose your career and what classes you need to take. Like you're responsible for yourself, and that actually was a big impact for me. Like I didn't know what was happening. So that took a while. It took me like a semester or a semester and a half to figure that out. And after that, I just got into looking into like more in depth into the career I wanted to be, and then I went from there. So I spent 2.5 years in community college at Phoenix College, and after that, I made the transition to ASU. And even though I'm still going to ASU, there's still some classes that I go back and take at Phoenix College. Like this past summer, I just went to go take an accounting class. So it has helped me a lot to be like a very independent and make my own choices. And to me, that's a lot of growth since I graduated from high school.
And what role did your parents have, your family have, in encouraging you to go to college?
My parents basically all the encouragement was like, you have to go to college, and that's just like another step. There was like no other option, because that's just how they fixed it in my mind, that there was no other option other than continue your education, and then in order to do that, you have to go to college. So that's probably like the biggest contribution they made to me, because like in financial or anything like that, I have to do all that by myself, and all the encouragement and everything I have to do. I want to say seek it in different forms, which my parents have showed it to me, but they didn't go to college, so they don't have much experience in that. So in order for me to grow more in college, I felt like I needed to find that somewhere else, which I did go out and seek it, whether it was advisors or like mentors or tutors or whoever it was. I went out there and seeked it.
Barbara Scrivener is your success advisor or mentor through College Success Arizona. Can you talk about the role that she's had in your life?
It has been her, and there's been two more other mentors, which is Myrna and also Carlitos, which he's not in the College Success anymore. But Barbara, so far, she has been a very great help throughout the last year, or like even now that I'm transitioning to the last year into college. She has helped me through keeping me focused on what the main goal is, which is to graduate, and also giving me like little tasks to do. Every time I meet with her, we make little goals and plans that I have to complete by the next time we meet, and that really helps a lot. Because otherwise, I don't want to say I wouldn't do any of the plans, but by having her like mentor me and have those little work tasks to do, that kind of helps a lot. That helps a lot.
And the financial aspect of the scholarship, $6,000 per year for educational expenses. Can you talk about how that has helped you financially?
Oh, that has tremendously helped me, since I didn't get any other scholarship, but just this one. So this one, I can actually thank a lot for having it. Because other than this, I just get financial aid from the federal government, and that's how I pay for my college. Otherwise, I had to pay it out of my pocket, and I probably would have been in debt right now. And as of right now, how I'm looking at the situation, I'm going to graduate with no debt, thanks to the scholarship. So I'm very thankful for that.
You mentioned earlier that you graduated from Carl Hayden Community High School. What advice can you give to middle and high school students, maybe at Carl Hayden or other places, who are considering college?
Just to seek the information, to go out there and seek more about scholarships, and also about getting more involved in your community and in the clubs around inside the high school. Because I didn't get involved in anything in high school, and now that I went into college, I knew how important and how impactful it is to actually get involved. You learn a lot of leadership skills and stuff from them, and I didn't have that. I had to get that little by little on my own. And if they get that before they go into college, that's amazing. That would help them a lot. Even the transition into college, or even getting scholarship, it'll help them a lot. And also just talking to mentors or their advisors, keep talking to them in high school, and just to get a good relationship and establish that connection from high school to college. So whenever they need a letter of recommendation or anything, they have somewhere a person to rely on.
Thank you, Jesus, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.